as you can see, a lot of people are taking this opportunity to get a little bit of potato chips or a little bit of refreshment for them as the race is under caution. Now, over the winter, it was decided that nothing could be done to make Benny's bald head look a little better. And so, unfortunately, there is no hat of the week this year. However, our emphasis has been shifted to helping, or is it hurting, Benny's waistline. So earlier in the weekend, Buffet Benny made his first appearance.
For the past couple of years, we've been doing a segment called Hat of the Week, a hat that fit the region. So we decided we'd try something new this year. What could we do? Well, the first thing we figure out when we get to a racetrack is, where can we eat? Well, there's no one to ask better than me because, folks, I know something about eating. And here is a great place in Darlington. It's Helen's Two-Spot Cafe. Let's go have lunch, shall we? Wow, look at all this food. Oh, country yams. I gotta have a little bit of yams. Atta boy. A little bit more. Look at this, folks. Turkey, cornbread dressing, little giblet gravy on the top of it, butter beans, also turnip greens, and down south they put a little bit of vinegar on the turnip greens, homemade biscuits, and top it all off with some iced tea. Now you waiters up north, when a southerner says tea, he's talking about iced tea, not hot tea. And most of the time, it already has the sugar in it. Let's see. It's good sweetened tea. Let's eat, shall we?
Now that's all you need is to find some place to eat every time we go to a racetrack.
That guy must have been there.
And the amazing thing is, friends, you can go in there in Helen's Two-Spot and you can get probably the best home cooking you'll find in this area of the country. They've raised their price this year all the way up to, what is it, $4 or something like that?
$4. $3.50 last year, and they learned Benny was coming.
Yeah, they upped their price. This caution period that we're under here at Bristol allows the fans to go out to their concession stand and get their favorite hot dog or Coke or whatever. And as if he needs another meal, our good friend Benny stuffed himself into his car and drove a few miles down the road from the racetrack on Friday, where he once again managed to justify a big fee by passing it off as a necessary part of our telecast.
When I come to Bristol, not only am I looking forward to two great races on Saturday and Sunday, but I can't wait for Friday at lunch at the Ridgewood Restaurant. Great barbecue. Now, everyone all over the world says they got the best barbecue. How do you tell? I don't know, except look for the cooker beside the restaurant. That means they do their own thing, and they got their own recipe, and most of it is pretty doggone good. Well, Grace Prophet has been cooking barbecue here for 43 years. Thank you very much, Grace. Look at this. Barbecue pork, barbecue beef. The French fries are homemade, great homemade coleslaw, homemade beans. But I'm a little bit concerned. The guys at the racetrack are concerned through the reputation I'm giving the place. When we come back in August, maybe we won't be able to get inside. Tell you what, if you folks are here on Friday before the August race and the place is full and I come in, you better get up and let me sit down. I told you about it, remember? Okay, enough of that. Let's eat some barbecue. I'm about to starve.
All right,
well, Benny,
good.
how was it? Hey, there's some guys that have visited there, I'm sure.
They've been over to the Ridgewood. It was very, very good. I mean, 43 years she's been there, so obviously.
Even members of our crew are taking a break before the end of the race, chowing down.
All the NASCAR people next door is ragging me. They're watching it on the monitor.
Well, Buffet Benny didn't visit a restaurant this time here in North Wilkesboro, but that doesn't mean that he didn't find the very best cooking in this part of the country. Just down the road, the Johnsons, Juniors, and Flossies.
All right, now, Geoff Bodine, you grew up in New York. I grew up in Wilkes County, the north end of this county. I'm going to show you what I had for breakfast 7 days a week, 365 days a year, for 18 years. Biscuits, gravy, eggs, and some meat from the hog.
Well, I'm an old country boy too, Benny, you know.
Wait.
And I ate good at breakfast, but it didn't affect me quite like it did you.
Oh, lifestyle philosophy. This is exactly the way I remember it. And please, invite me back again sometime, will you?
What's cooking, Benny? Well, the hot and heavy action is on the racetrack. They've run a half lap under green. Jimmy Spencer has the lead. The 42 car is a lap down. Second place car is Geoff Bodine, which was Benny had breakfast at Junior's Lawson the other morning. And we had dinner at Ned Jarrett's house last night, which isn't very far from North Wilkesboro, and some fine cooking and some great hospitality. And we all salute you and Martha, Ned.
That was all her doing, so I'll assure you as far as the cooking part is concerned.
Sonoma, our Speed World Cup. Hey, Benny, there you go.
Free food, where is that, Bob? Come on.
I knew that'd get your attention.
Where?
Boy, just a great crowd on hand here for this race this afternoon. Now, well, as we saw, there is a free food being offered for Benny Parsons in some portion of the racetrack. So Benny is on his way to try to sniff that out. This has been, of course, a great area to come to when you talk about food. One of the real nice places to come in the United States to get some food and some wine, for that matter, huh, Benny?
Bob, I'm telling you what, unbelievable. Old buffet Benny this week, French food. I know you're not familiar with that, Bob. Domaine Chandon. Watch this.
It's 1 o'clock at home. You have anything at the gas station?
No, we don't have anything down there, but I had a friend invite me out for lunch. She said I could bring anybody I wanted. So you want to go with me?
You got a car?
Yeah, she sent one down. It's right over here.
Okay,
let's go.
Oh, wow, what a car.
Hey, this is California, man. We do
baby.
things right.
I bet this is going to beat the hot dogs to the racetrack.
Sure will. Hey, here comes Diane.
Welcome
Hey,
to
man, we
Domaine
made it. We
Chandon.
made
Yeah,
it. Benny
great
Parsons,
to see you.
Diane
My
Soul.
pleasure.
Hi,
My
Diane.
pleasure.
Diane,
Welcome to Domaine Chandon.
thank you.
See?
Bill, thanks for lunch. This is fantastic, but I'm just a country boy from Elvin, North Carolina. How do you do all this?
Well, we have a great country boy from Champaign in France who's our chef. Let's bring him on and he'll tell us exactly what everything is.
Okay.
Philippe?
All right, Philippe,
Hi,
what is this?
this is a quail. What we do on this quail is an old-time favorite from the south of France. Normally they do it with little tiny birds, but here, you know, everything is a little bit bigger, so we use quails.
All right, we're ready. Oh, my goodness.
So much for the diet.
Benny, that's the far cry from the Dixie Burger in Ellerby, isn't it?
I tell you what, you know, to each his own. I mean, I love the Dixie Burger, but I tell you what, Philippe, the chef at Domaine Chandon, what a cook this guy is.
What's it, Domaine Chandon?
Yeah, it's
what does that mean?
I don't know what it means. They make sparkling wine.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, it looked good.
It was good.
Unfortunately, Benny, that sign that you saw there, hey, Benny, free food, that's about 100 yards from where I am up here on top of the hill.
Back at Pocono International Raceway, and you can see the race fans here at Pocono know of Mr. Parsons' love for food. Had the pleasure of eating with Benny last night as he had about 4 of those grilled hamburgers that were prepared by the Miller Genuine Draft people. Let's see what in the world Benny has in store this week in this edition of Buffet Benny.
I came down to Village Square restaurant today for lunch. I hurried through my salad. I half ate my entree because look what was waiting. Look what a dessert bar. All these pies and cakes baked by Honey Bach, who's 76 years old, lives right down the road. I want to try some of the chocolate pie myself. Joe, what are you doing here?
Benny, I heard you came down here. I want to make sure there's going to be some pie left for somebody else.
Well, sure. I'm going to take this one back with me. Can I put this on your tab?
Let me smell it first. Oh, wait, you got your own money.
Listen. Yeah, I got paid.
Paybacks, Benny. Paybacks.
I got to go to work, Joe. Don't be doing that to me, Joe.
It helps.
Oh, boy. Well, Benny's head looks clean right now. Did that stuff soak in from the top? Is that the way it works?
Yeah. I was kind of hoping to make hair grow, but I don't think it's
I was going to say that wasn't shaving cream because there's nothing up there to shave.
Well, while we have the opportunity, why don't we lay back and kick up our heels and maybe get something to eat, huh? As everybody here at the Glen is very well aware of Benny's love for food. So here's this week's edition of Buffet Benny.
Hey, food! Can I have lunch, guys?
I don't know. What do you want?
Anything. What do you got? Where's your father? Where's somebody?
Hey, there, where?
Jeffrey!
You might know Buffet Benny would show up.
Oh,
Get the food out.
What we got, buddy?
Hey, we got some New York steak barbecue right here. We got some potato salad, macaroni salad, and a little ham salad. Would you like to join us?
I thought you'd never ask.
What,
Is this my seat?
That's your seat.
Where's Kathy?
She's inside whipping up some dessert later on.
Oh, good.
What we got here?
Pass the beef.
Okay. Here's a roll for you. Oh, I like the potato salad. We know how to make it up here.
We know how to make it up here, yeah. We know how to make it.
I like macaroni salad.
You guys want some beef? Nah, you don't get any.
Thank you.
Wouldn't let me eat.
Here's a roll for you. You want a roll?
Yeah, of course.
You want a sandwich, Jeff?
Okay, guys, every good meal's got to have dessert.
Whoa. Oh, yeah. Bring 'em.
I just baked those. That's what's been taking me so long.
Chocolate chip.
Oh,
You
yeah.
like chocolate chip, don't you?
I like anything that's sweet, can't you tell? Heck of a lot of other food. Thank you, Kathy, very much.
You're welcome.
Wait a minute. Those cookies were for everybody, and Benny ate them all. Well, there's the sign here at the Glen. Buffet Benny's 18th stop on the Winston Cup Tour this year, the Glen. And spelled out on there on the right is ESPN. Very clever sign. So that's the story of Benny's Buffet for the Watkins Glen. We're under caution because of rain on the main straightaway, but we'll have more racing after this. And while we have the opportunity, and since it's getting late in the race, and since Benny is hungry, we'll go back to our Buffet Benny feature, which we shot earlier this week. Benny visits a place this week which has a lot of visitors every week here at near Michigan International, and believe me, Benny really made use of the good food.
Glad I found you. I've been looking all over someplace to eat. Is this a good place?
Benny, this is the place. You're ready to eat a good truck stop. This is the place.
Oh, let's see.
Let's go.
There it is, the Willow Lake Restaurant, about 10 minutes from Michigan International Speedway on US 223 across the street from Willow Lake. That's Gene Haskett, general manager of Michigan International Speedway, that was taking me inside. And look at all this food. Nachos, fried chicken, homemade biscuit soup. Wonderful.
This is really good. Benny, this is the best place around to eat. This is a regular MIS pit stop. This is so good.
Benny Parsons?
Yeah.
You're under arrest for overeating.
Wait a minute. I just got started. Wait a minute.
Sorry, you're going to have to go with me.
Wait a minute. Don't I get one request?
Depends on what it is.
I didn't get dessert yet. Can I have dessert?
No, sir, you're going to have to go with me.
Now, a couple of observations. First of all, Gene Haskett didn't make any difference to him. He just went right on eating while they carted you off to jail. And secondly, I wasn't there when they did that piece, but I understand that the amount of food that Benny consumed there was unbelievable. We were going to put it up on the graphics, you know, and show you, but it would have taken 2 pages and much too much time, so we decided not to.
Who went his bail?
Hey, the empty plate means only that Benny Parsons was somewhere in the area. Ladies and gentlemen, you have seen many Buffet Bennies before this year, but you have never seen one like this one. Watch this.
I'm tired. I'm hot. I'm hot. I'm ready. Man. What? Come here, folks.
Looks like my kind of place.
Hi.
Made it, huh?
Yes. Wow. Southern hospitality.
News travels fast on the river, doesn't it?
Well, it certainly does.
What we eat in here?
Well, we've got all kinds of stuff for you here. We've got, what you're eating here is beef enchiladas with refried beans and rice. We've got nachos here, beef nachos.
I've heard of those.
Yeah. Those little green things are fun. We've got chili con queso here at the cheese dip to dip your chips in. This is a beef chimichanga. And then over here...
Never mind. Dennis want to eat?
Hey, it's been a long paddle, you know.
Enjoy.
Well, maybe this is going to give us enough energy to get down the river. And thank you, Chucky Trading Company, for a wonderful lunch. It was delicious. One last bite. Shall we go, Dennis?
I think it's about that time.
Boy, was that good. I'm ready to go again now. Oh, wait. Sorry, buddy, I'm ready now. Oh.
That thing would not float an inch with Benny in it.
Last week, remember what Benny said after Harry crashed? Well, that reminds us of something that happened last night. Here's Buffet Benny.
Every week, Buffet Benny takes you all around the circuit. Today, I want to bring you to my home. This old house is where I grew up. I lived the first 16 years of my life. We're having a barbecue tonight. My relatives have cooked the food for me and all the entire ESPN crew and the family. And we even invited Bob Jenkins.
Hey,
Bob?
BP.
Whoa.
What? Before we eat the chicken and the fish, we're going to have dessert.
Okay.
Do you remember saying this? Harry Gant will not win number 4.
I remember saying that, yes.
Last week, just after he crashed.
I messed up, didn't I?
BP, you are going to eat your words.
Oh, okay.
It's my pleasure to cut the first piece of cake and serve it to you because you do owe Harry an apology.
I do. I mean, he did, in fact, win that number 4. I thought he was all over with, though, Bob.
Well, a lot of other people did, too, but BP, it's my pleasure to serve you this first piece of cake.
At least I get dessert out of the deal.
Eating your words.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
My hand slipped. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, BP.
Yeah, your hand slipped,
You
right?
just couldn't control that left hand, could you?
No, I have terrible control over my left hand. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to study this picture very carefully of the gentleman that you are seeing there. First of all, he is pretty handsome. He's got hair, and he's kind of slender. Who would believe that it's Benny Parsons from his high school yearbook? Can you believe that? And he was voted the best-looking individual at that school.
Bob, you got to remember, they didn't have much to choose from back then.
Were you the only male in your class? Is that it?
Not much to choose from. Hey, that's a pretty good shot, huh?
that
And
is a
hair
good
and
shot.
everything.
Yeah.
Looking for,
I'm
well, you know,
impressed.
we like when we go into an area where certain people come from, prominent people come from, we like to focus in on them and come back here to Wilkes County where Benny grew up. And
we'll also keep secret the name of the guy that supplied that yearbook so that BP won't go after him. Well, kids, you know what time it is. As we look at the people who are preparing their food down in the infield, it's time for the final 1991 edition of Buffet Benny.
Miss my lunch break.
The service in this restaurant is ridiculous. I've been here an hour. Where's our food?
Hey guys, where's the chicken at? Let's
Just
go.
a minute, I'm trying to get this stuff cooked. Just give me a break, Will.
Man.
I can't even get a bite to eat. Man, I'm trying to cook this chicken. Who eats all this chicken anyway? Man. Oh, finally a break. These people working me to death. But a break with chicken, coleslaw, potatoes.
And these biscuits are wonderful. Not bad. I cook pretty good.
Well, it's appropriate. It's appropriate that the Hardee's 500 would find Benny feasting at Hardee's, and not only feasting, but cooking his product.
Good thing the season's over, isn't it?
I'm not so sure.
Now, I would imagine that the service in these Hardee stores is better than they were getting that day.
As long as Benny isn't cooking the chicken, the service is excellent, yes.